Carlton by a point.
Thriller Friday night, Etihad Stadium.
Boundary throw in. Warnock in front, wins it down. Guthrie's over the football. Selwood, thanks to Guthrie, comes away, and the kick is good.
Warnock able to win it down. Comes out to Selwood. Selwood puts it away. Selwood's kicked the goal. 40 metres out. Selwood's kicked the goal.
The champs had no impact, but when it mattered the most, he rises like a phoenix.
That was amazing stuff by the skipper.
Geelong have escaped. What a night. The Cats win. And probably buried the Blues.
It was a mid-season thriller that gets revisited on Friday night with Carlton and Geelong again meeting at Etihad Stadium. One man who's going to be central to that, he's been central to the Blues season. One of their biggest gains is key defender Sam Rowe. Sam, welcome.
Thank you.
Your reward for your efforts is a new 2-year contract.
Yeah, no, it's very exciting. The club have signed me up again, so it's very rewarding, and I'm very thankful for the club.
Coming into this year, you were on trial, I imagine. You're a 26-year-old who'd played, 10 games. You had to prove yourself this year to make sure that you had an extended career.
Yeah, absolutely. It was certainly make or break. If I didn't cement myself a position this year, I would definitely be out the door, I'm sure.
Did Juddy take a pay cut to keep going?
Oh, certainly not. I'm playing for the love of the game here. That's about it.
Love of the
That's
game.
beautiful.
I'm familiar with those contracts, by the way.
If we asked you where you've made the greatest gains in your game, how would you define your improvement?
It's probably just having the continuity and the confidence. Obviously, I've played a new position this year, and something that it's been a big challenge, but I enjoy new challenges, enjoy big challenges. So I think that's something that I've just set myself for, and it's been rewarding to prove myself in that position, really.
We showed some figures before on Hawkins, Franklin, Cloak, Roughhead, Walker. Now, you've played on all of them this year. There you are up against Ruffy, just doing your thing. That's the life of a backman. You have to tackle every now and then.
Yeah.
Who have you found the most challenging, and in what way? What was the reason?
Probably Hawkins is the one that has really got a hold of me this year. I think he's very strong, very big guy, and I probably didn't play him all that smartly. So he's probably the one that really got a hold of me during the year, and something I'll learn a lot from.
So what have you learnt across this year, being now the key defender?
It's basically, every key forward has their different attributes that they're good at. So someone like Buddy Franklin, who's so agile, you got to play him a lot differently to a tomahawk. So it's just basically finding out what their strengths are and try to just, take that away from them as best I can.
Did you think at the start of the year you'd be capable of mixing it with that list of players that's been read out from Franklin to Walker?
I probably didn't think that I'd have a chance to play on all of them. I was. You're always hopeful as someone who hasn't quite made it yet. You're hopeful of getting the chance, but I was just setting myself to do everything I could to give myself the best chance, and whatever happened came from that.
Can I ask you, when Mick makes his way down to the boundary with about 5 minutes to go in each quarter, does it help you or hurt you? Because he just stares out there. You know when you've made a mistake, you've got to cross that white line and get to him. Does it worry you?
No, it doesn't really. I mean, he's pretty intense on game day, but most people are. So. His stare can sort of burn right through you at times, but I think he's always intense. He wants to win, and so do we all. So it doesn't really make too much.
Has he given you one? Has he eyeballed you?
I've had some fair sprays throughout my days as well from Mick. So it's always I don't mind that too much.
We spoke at the start of the show about the backstory of players, which we all get to share, and it becomes public once you're in the AFL system. And yours obviously took you through the cancer battle of 2012 and now to a thriving AFL career. It's remarkable progression. Do you have a sense of it?
Yeah, I try not to picture myself as a cancer survivor as such. There's a lot of people in society have to deal with that, and I'm no different to anyone else. So I don't try to think that I'm unlucky or whatever to have gone through that. I'm no different to anyone else. So I'm just happy that I've got through it, obviously, and that I want to play footy, and it's all going reasonably well at the moment. So I'm just happy with that.
There were times where this must have seemed a long way away, and here you are as a regular key member of a big club and with a career that's got at least 2 years to run from here.
Yeah, it's rewarding, I guess. It's been a long journey, really. So, and a fair bit of hard work put in along the way. So it's just rewarding to get another couple of years and hopefully a bit of success coming up with the next couple of years for the club.
Where to for Carlton this year? I'll be more specific on Carlton and how they're playing. What's been the goal set for the last month or so of the season?
Yeah, well, we're really treating the last month, as if we're leading into, we're possibly 30 odd games away from finals next year. So it'd be a real waste of the year if we just rolled through the last month and didn't really get much out of it. So I think as a club we have taken some good steps forward throughout the last probably 3 or 4 weeks, and we want to continue that for the next 3.
Can I ask about Mark Murphy and his captaincy? It looks like he's really thrived in the role this year. He's taken that on from Juddy. Juddy's still there, which I think is a great thing for him to fall back on, but he's had a fantastic season, hasn't he?
He has, Murph, and his leadership was sometimes questioned in the media, but he's a great leader and he's a very good player, and he's been growing in his role as captain as well, but his leadership has definitely improved along with a handful of other people as well at the club.
Is it exciting that Judd's decided to go on for another year?
Yeah, definitely. We didn't really know whether he was or he wasn't, but you can see the form he's in at the moment is as good as probably some of his best stuff. So we'll be very happy to have him go around.
Most clubs have a curfew, Jared. You've got to be home by 12, 1. Some good clubs maybe 2 in the morning. Carlton have the reverse curfew. You can't be home before midnight. What's going on down there at the moment?
No, look, I won't go into it too much. Obviously, a couple of the boys got into some strife the other week, so we've dealt with that, and hopefully, we move on from that.
You weren't with them, were you?
No, I wasn't with those boys.
We finish up with Friday night in Geelong again. Do you have a sense of how important your role on Hawkins will be?
Yeah, obviously, Hawkins is their number one target inside 50, their number one forward, so it's a big job to try and shut him out of the game, and we're doing the best I can to try and minimise his impact.
What's the week like when you're playing one of these guys? Are you a studier of tapes, of vision? Is it off what you learnt last time?
Yeah, a little bit. I'll look at what I did last time, but I think I know what I did right and wrong mostly last time. So, I'll have a quick look over that and try not to go over it too much. You can sometimes, do your own head in if you think about it too much. So I'll try to keep fairly relaxed.
Well, Sam, thanks for coming by. Congratulations on the new contract and well done.
No worries, thanks very much.
Sam Rowe from the Blues with us on AFL360. Tomorrow night is fight nights. Key forwards of the past, Cameron Mooney and Barry Hall, to cast an eye towards round 21 and all the possibilities entailed with him.